Have you ever tried like zinc and like get corona at the same time? I heard that might save a life. Only on the Homies podcast.
Homies, talk about what dogs about. Motherfucking homies,
Hey y'all, this is Mr. Hatch.
And this is Saturated Fat, and you are listening to the Homies Podcast.
This is a live edition, so it'll be a little bit different, probably in voice quality. I'm still homeless and moving around, and that's about it. So we're going to break right into the Jugga What section, and go for it. Saturated?
Okay, we have some, damn it. Double Dragon is coming out, which is Kung Fu Vampire and Buckshot. I think the release date is December 11th. I could be wrong. Most importantly is Twisted has an album coming out Black Friday, and I don't know if the CD is going to be in stores or not, but
Of course not.
it's the only thing I would go to a store for, besides one of those Ninja Foodie cookers. But
You talking about one of those ovens?
Yeah.
We have one.
Oh,
You talking about the deep frying oven?
yeah, like air fryer, grill,
we have
the dehydrator and stuff.
Yeah, we have it.
Oh no shit, how is it?
You're talking to my wife, Nicole. I like it. I think she likes it as well.
Nice.
So I guess going on with the Twisted bullshit, we can go about the biggest comments that we've been talking about recently is who has better singles recently? Is it Twisted?
Yes.
Or is it the Insane Clown Posse where they had, what was their Hello Wicked song? Nobody?
Yeah, Mr. Nobody Man or Mr. Nothing Man or something.
Yeah, something.
But you know what?
Or Ring Ding Dong.
yeah, Ding
That
Ding
song
Dong.
is dope. I can actually listen to that.
Yeah, I can throw up on my mouth to that.
Listen.
No, Ding Ding Dong sucks. I'm sorry, it's all about the rock and metal now.
It's because you're getting old.
Yeah, so what?
Old people can't.
I'm like a year younger than you.
And you can't chill with rap, dog.
No, I can't.
I just don't get it.
Me either. But
Alright, let's break it down. Twisted, since they left Psychopathic, lost the way.
no, they haven't.
No, like
Bullshit. Okay.
literally lost their way.
No. ICP now comes out with Kids Bop. So I'll end it at that.
Listen,
Kids Bop Juggalo edition.
and what has Twisted done? On their last album, Jesus Christ, that's Juggalo Dave. At the last album that Twisted did, what was it, last season, Mad Season?
No, they came out with Halloween. Wasn't it Songs of Sam Hain?
Alright,
Yeah, that was good. 9 Pound Hammer was amazing.
name one song.
9 Pound Hammer, I just did.
I cannot validate that this is a true claim.
What? They made a music video like maybe last week that I still haven't watched. I don't watch music
You haven't
videos.
watched it?
I don't watch music videos.
Alright, Mad Season.
I thought it was good.
Name a good song off Mad Season. Alright, so we got that. He thought it was good, but can't name a. Can you name a song off Mad Season?
Yeah. There's Off With The Heads. There's F Feelings, which I thought was good. I really like the beat to that.
Like the beat or the lyric?
Both.
I don't know about this. I said good song.
I'm sorry, I like the album. I've been listening to a lot of metal lately, so it's
Okay, well,
kind
how
of.
about this? How about this?
I don't know his Juggalo was.
Let's go back another CD. What's their last major release? Continuance of Evil?
No, Generation Nightmare.
Alright, Generation Nightmare.
Fleming the Windpipe was
Oh,
awesome.
Jesus Christ, that was horrible.
Yeah, I know. Insert pun now. But, no, I thought the album was good. I like the more rock direction. You know, and everyone likes to say, oh, well, what about Twisted with the, they're on Warped Tour. Yeah, good. ICP would have took that too, so fuck off.
No, ICP's coming in now.
They weren't even offered.
ICP did the fucking Woodstock.
Yeah,
What
that
did
was
Twisted do?
99. Twisted wasn't even known then.
They still wouldn't be known. They were still,
Hell out of here.
they weren't on Psychopathic. You know for a fact that they would still be a local act in Detroit.
I don't think so.
ROC never blew up. ROC made the fucking beats.
Well, do you hear the way he raps?
Well, do you see him rap? You ever hear fucking Monoxide?
Yeah, but he's vastly improved. Don't give me that look.
Come on.
Don't give me that
You
look.
can't say a fucking 40-year-old, 50-year-old man is vastly improving. He's getting better.
Yes, he is.
Somebody's ghostwriting for him. It's not Gmo Ski, because we checked his resume, and it appears that Gmo Ski is no longer on MME.
Which is a shame. But I don't know what happened with that. I didn't really care to look into it.
So we're about to leave the Juggalos section, but I'm going to hold Saturated Up for the Winnie the Pooh voice that he promised you guys.
I'm sorry, I'm having that COVID voice right now, so I really can't do the Winnie the Pooh. I might try.
You said you would try.
Maybe I'll get a glass of water at some point.
Do you need water? I'll get him water.
Okay.
I'll try to whistle. Don't worry. Alright, while I get you some water, why don't you bring in the next category?
Okay. Next category, I want to talk about this new group, Freakboys, which consists of Outspoken and Slink the Phantom. I saw them on Twitter and I decided to retweet something they put. I think they tagged Kung Fu Vampire, and I figured I'll even check out the song, and I really like it. The song is called Gotta Be. Check it out on YouTube. Freakboys Gotta Be. And you can see them on Twitter with the at Real Freakboys, and also their Illicit Cut Records. That's at Real Illicit Cut. At Real Illicit Cut. Oh, thank you. I got water now. Okay. So, also, I've been talking to him back and forth on Twitter because it's the only thing I'll talk to people on. And, they said something about maybe talking about, horrorcore, because, obviously they show more love. Horrorcore artists are going to show more love and respect than probably anyone else. So, anyways, I'm just stealing exactly what they said.
Have you read what they said yet?
No, not yet. I'm getting there.
I'll let you read what they say, and then I have questions for the group that wants to be interviewed by us.
Oh yes, which is going to be our next show. I forgot to mention that. We are going to interview them. I'm personally excited. They seem excited.
I just want a shirt.
He just wants. Hash just wants a shirt. Okay. Anyways, their quote was, "Horrorcore should be considered alternative hip hop because it's where everyone can go who doesn't fit the mold of mainstream and find acceptance. Horrorcore has hosted some large talents that never spoke about typical horrorcore things that we need to remove the stigma that horrorcore artists should only talk about one thing and that horrorcore artists don't have actual skills. Some folks in the horrorcore will bar it up with the best of them."
Alright.
It was very hard to read my handwriting, by the way.
But is that the end of their quote?
Yes.
Alright. Who says horrorcore, every song has to be horrorcore?
No,
On a
it-
horrorcore album.
No, but they said it right in the quote.
I didn't listen.
Fucker.
No, but no.
Horrorcore has hosted some large talents that never spoke about typical horrorcore things.
Like
We
what?
need to remove the stigma that horrorcore artists
Can we get an example of that? What
Kung
big
Fu Vampire. I don't
Dead
know.
Girls Don't Say No?
Okay, no, we're talking. It doesn't have to be every song.
Right, I know. So I don't get what the comments about.
Do you want to read it? I wrote it down. Read it.
I did. No, you're not seeing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why should it be considered alternative hip hop? It's fucking horrorcore. Not every song is horrorcore on a horrorcore album.
Well, you know what? How about you ask that, on our next episode?
The next episode, guys, you're gonna have to explain what you wanted better. And
I'm sorry, maybe I read it wrong. I apologize, but I'm trying to read my handwriting.
Well, it's nothing about your handwriting. It's just I get it. Horrorcore is horrorcore, but not every song's horrorcore. If you're talking about Esham, he doesn't even consider himself a horrorcore rapper. He calls himself acid rap. But not every song on Dead Flowers is fucking horrorcore. Majority of it is, but people can branch off and do other things. I don't consider Eminem horrorcore, but you know what? If you listen to a few of his songs, they're better than most horrorcore artists could ever dream of. You know, think about Him, or what was the second song off the Marshall Mathers LP?
I've never listened to it.
Kill You. Those are good examples of horrorcore songs that are not necessarily on a horrorcore album. So I don't know. I get the stigma. If you're saying, but no one's a horrorcore artist. Everyone's a fucking juggalo. If you're saying you're a horrorcore artist, you're just a juggalo in disguise. I don't care if the person never heard of ICP. I don't know what that is. Bullshit. Fuck you. That's what I would say to somebody. But in general, when you say horrorcore, you're just being a juggalo. And juggalos do get underappreciated. I'll admit that. So, as he was giving me these questions or telling me about the Freakboys, and I did like them and follow them on Twitter, I went to their record label. What's the record? Illicit Records, right?
Illicit Cut Records. I just want to interrupt you for 1 second. I'm very sorry. I forgot to say this. I did have better notes. I had to rewrite them. But, and usually I never have notes. But
you sent me a picture. I could have blown the picture up on the...
Oh, yeah. I cut off most of... Okay. So, anyways, if you go on YouTube and you subscribe and like, send them your email and they will send you a free download of the song. So you can listen to it in your car or wherever.
So here's my question. I don't know anything about their Twitter per se, but I Googled their record label. And first thing I noticed was that it actually had a webpage. And that's actually probably more positive than most horrorcore artists, I think, right? Because most of them say that they're signed to a label and that you can't find the fucking label. Alright, so then I clicked on the Freakboys and I saw something very interesting, and I would love to ask them in person this question. And it said, like, who their influences are. And, you know, it's ICP Tech 9, but most importantly, in the third place, it said fucking Boondocks, and then Twisted. So do they view Boondocks as better than Twisted? Because Boondocks' singles are sure as shit not as good as Twisted singles. And Boondocks actually, I think, just released a CD, or is going to release a CD, and just had a fucking live concert that we didn't even talk about in the Juggalo news, because it's not really news, because no one cares. And then, who's actually in the group of Freakboys? Because, like, on one page, like, I had to do some research, it says Outspoken and, what's the other guy's name?
Slink the Phantom.
Slink the Phantom, and then it had, like, A1 the Phantom. Like, is that the same person? And who's right? Is he a part of it? Did they change names? There's a lot. It's very confusing on who's actually in the group, and I would love
I'm sure they'll clarify it.
Clarify who's in the group, and if they're not in the group, I want to know why they're not.
I mean, they also said on one tweet, well, you know, we're going to try this again. So maybe they tried it under a different name. Maybe that's what we're reading.
Do you think they pierce their nipples?
I don't know.
These are important questions. You guys have to be ready for this. No, of course it's important to you. You have to know.
Oh, okay.
They're horrorcore. You find out. You ain't horrorcore if you don't pierce your nipples. That's a fact. Only horrorcore artists have nipples pierced. You ever see Esham's nipples? They have two holes. One on the side, it's like a little crossing going on. He has a kink. And we're talking about, if you also, this is just for you guys, because, you know, no one really listens to our webcast, even though we post it out there. But, like, if you click your About Us page, it doesn't go anywhere. It actually gives you, like, a generic page, and I think that's pretty funny. And so, just like anybody, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to click on their Twitter account on their website, and that fucking doesn't even exist. Illicit Cut Records of Twitter. But believe me, or believe you, Saturday, when they come on our podcast, it will be an interesting podcast, to say at least. I will have to speak to somebody. They have 4 members in a 2-group band, and I will try to find out one of the 4 members and get them the Discord information so they can join us. And at this point, we're going to play a rap by Saturated. Do you want to give some information on this?
Yes. This is a song where if you listen to the show on the Baby Punter edition, this is my verse for Baby Punter edition, and I'm not Saturated Fat, I'm Stroller Stomper. So, if you'd like to play it.
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you, sitting all alone, crying in pain.
Would I ever punch a crying baby right in the mouth? I just rather stomp the little bastard ribcage out. I stomp strollers when babies make noise. They better hope I never step on their toys. Babies are the pogs, my boot is a slammer. My foot comes down on you harder than a hammer. And I never had a problem with hitting a kid. Just say you fell off your bike, boy, you better wish you did. I may be fat, but I do move fast. I'll surprise your mom by stomping the stroller in half. Oh shit, kid, you stepped on my lawn. Now you will get beat from dusk to dawn. If a baby or an orphan step foot in my house, I'll just stomp on their face just like they're a mouse. Damn, child, I really wish I smoked. I would put a lit cigarette out on your throat. It's not child abuse, it's justice in use. I'll jab you in the neck with a poke flute. I have no problem stomping a toddler. That's why they call me the fat stroller stomper.
Hey losers, did you like that last song that you heard? Done by Saturated Fat, aka Stroller Stomper? Well, check it out. This week we have a code. If we get 100 videos, you get some free shit by Stroller Stomper, even autographed by him. And believe it or not, this week's secret code is hashtag Saucy Cheeks.
That is saucy cheeks. You know, when you push out a fart and you like shit your pants, but you didn't completely shit your pants and you try to banquet to the bathroom? Saucy cheeks. You're in the state of saucy cheeks. So that's it. I repeated it enough times where if you didn't get it, then you don't deserve a prize.
That's right. And we're going to go to our shout outs. We want to thank Max Rebo
For being our first and only fan.
That's right.
And Carolette, who is the newest subscriber to our YouTube channel.
That boy Blue.
That boy Blue. Freakboys and Illicit Cut Records. Baby Punter, who showed up on the show before. Irate, Taz Devil, Mr. Evil Mark, Alex Driscoll, Paul Unit 5000, Stonehenge, which is Hatch's favorite.
Fuck him.
Clone Stonehenge is a great man. Clown Love
He's not on Parlor.
Yeah, he is. He just put that on Twitter.
Did he? Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
made one back in July when he said he was going to make one, and I named it Juggalo James. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he won't listen to it anyways. Because I'm ready to troll him again.
Okay, so also Pyro, who always has very good morning tweets, Gingerlet and Free Han Solo, Shayna, and shit. We'll give a shout out to Double Dragon, which is Kung Fu Vampire and Buckshot.
I also want to thank the people that work in sanitation for dealing with everyone's shit. I also would like to thank the doctor that removed my toe when they didn't need to. And I would like to thank the Juggalo Mansion for keeping me here. Alright, well this is Mr. Hatch. I'm going to say fuck off.
And this is Saturated Fat. Have a good one.
Contact the show on Twitter at HomiesPodcast2. Contact Saturated Fat. Worm W. Contact Mr. Her. Nobody too fresh. 2 as the number 2. Paid for by Saturated Hatch.